17 minutes? I don't remember. Let's see. Hello, my name is Sasha with Ready Up Hope Where's the other post? 17 minutes ago. So I said 10 to 15 minutes, so I'm like 2 minutes late. But that's not bad. That's not bad. Then what was I thinking? Oh, go on Facebook and make sure you can hear yourself. I can hear me. I don't know which one's Facebook and which one's Instagram. And then I don't know how to see Instagram's live because it's not like it pops up. Like, where do I find my live on Instagram? Or can you not check? If you're, I don't know, this one's Facebook. I think you guys are Facebook. I think you guys are Instagram, and I don't see anybody on there yet. So if Instagram doesn't have sound, that's on Instagram for not being here. Facebook has sound. Okay. Spiritual message of the day. This took me forever to get live. Not really. I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to post. That's something about having like a small business. You have to be consistent with your posting, and I have several different platforms. I was going to talk to the girls about this too. I was going to put a post on my personal Facebook page that pins to the top of my personal page that shows, like, if you're looking at this because you want to follow my business or you like the business I'm running, these are the and then you put all your information in there to where people can find all of your stuff. That way, if people are spying on my Facebook, they can find my business stuff really easily. I think I just accepted somebody this morning into the Wild New Hope group, which is the Coven group. I can't hear you. How can you not hear me when you're Facebook, Miss Dawn? That's not bad. That's not bad. I can hear it. And what was I thinking? Oh, go on Facebook and make sure you can hear it. I can hear it. Can you get out and get back in? I can hear it. And what was I thinking? Oh, go on Facebook and make sure you can. Let me see. Maybe I can hear it. If I go in here. Can you get out and get back in? Technology is not my strong point. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? 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 Oh, no. I could restart, but I feel like I can hear it. Do I want to restart? Matt's in a doctor's appointment. Danielle has a healing or house cleansing today, and Crystal is a lunch lady, so she's working. So I can hear it though. I'm gonna wait. see if you can come back in, Miss Dawn. I'll go into the comments too, again. How come it doesn't let you swipe over? Do I have to? How come it doesn't let you swipe over? I have to. Do you like the echo? If you can hear. There's no other comments, so I feel like I'm just gonna keep going until somebody else tells me that they can't hear me again. Did Dawn get out and come back in? Can I not see her comments again? Is it filtering things? I don't know. It's a day. Sorry about the chewing. I don't know if you guys have had like stomach issues the last couple of days, but I have definitely felt that energy wise. There's no way that I would be able to hear it on my phone and you have a reason that you wouldn't be able to hear it unless it was your phone, right? So I am streaming. I just don't know how technology works. Yesterday when I went, maybe you guys won't even be able to hear this story. Look, I'm gonna try anyways. So yesterday was just a lot. It was a long day. That's the day that I take Connor to speech and occupational therapy. And then we come home, we have like a 15-minute break, and then he does food therapy. And food therapy, we love Miss Elise, but she is probably his least favorite therapist at times. She does amazing though, like he's taking his vitamins. He has so many more foods than just pizza and hot Cheetos, which is really nice. One of the tips that I would try if your child struggles with food and they're not in food therapy, like even neurotypical kids can get in food therapy for texture issues and stuff like that. But she started with like the kissing. You kiss it 3 times, you lick it 3 times, and then you take a little bite, and that has helped a lot. Like a lot of times he won't eat the dinners that we're making, but he will try to kiss, lick, or bite some foods. I'm talking about food therapy. But when I went to go get him from the school, normally Troy did this all last year. He did Connor's pickup therapy on Tuesdays so I could work the business, but he's just been extra busy. So it is what it is. That was the first time I picked him up, and then I don't like taking the freeway anymore because I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. The energy is disgusting. It's chaotic. They put so much anxiety on that road, so many accidents on that road because of all the construction, and like I don't like it. I will avoid it like the plague. But I accidentally went the wrong way, like I was gonna go to the freeway, and I got to the freeway and I was like, the turn where I would turn onto the freeway when I would take him to therapy last year, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to turn around. So then I started panicking, but I told you guys everything happens for a reason, right? I started panicking, but I was like, I just need to be calm. You've got this. And I'm just telling Connor in the back, I'm like, you know, we may not make it to occupational and speech therapy today. We're going to try. And we went and so I kept going straight, and there's like this Portneuf little doctor's office buildings. There's up there on the hill, or that's fairly new. And I took the roundabout and went straight, and then I went all the way down, I think it's Olympus, to where Olympus meets Yellowstone. And then I was able to get to his speech and occupational therapy office without having to merge lanes or without having to go through as many lights in town. And then when I left, it was a better leaving road too, because I didn't have to go left towards Winco, because it's so hard by that fire department if you live here. There's no light, it's just flashing yellow lights, that's the stupidest thing. Like, why don't we put in a light there? Because you cannot turn left, it takes forever. There's 2 lanes of traffic going this way, 2 lanes going this way, and they're like constantly going, and it's so hard to get over there. I almost get in an accident like every time, but I was able to go that way and not go to the freeway. So I went past the freeway and hit Olympus, and then I was able to go home missing all the lights, and it was amazing. You do hear me. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. I was like, I think you guys can hear me, so I'm just going to keep going with it, because you don't have to stay on if you're busy, hun. I just wanted to know if you could hear me, because I could hear it on the phone, but then I was nervous. Anyways, everything happens for a reason. So that was another example to me that even though I was kind of panicking, I went the wrong way, I got a little lost, I trusted in the process, and I found an even better way than the freeway, than going all the way through town. And I was happy with that. And that's how I'll take him from here on out, so that it's less people. I just like to avoid the people. And then I took a color page to therapy, because it's an hour long. And I love talking to Matt, but it would be nice to be doing stuff too. So I like that. I think I'll take a color page and just kind of tune out. And I had been doing a lot that morning, so it was nice to sit for the hour and just like, you're not allowed to do anything else. You're waiting for Connor in therapy, so I had to take some time and just color and have fun. And then I don't know what happened. Food therapy actually went amazing. Connor ate most of his chicken burger, and he liked the Go pack of pickles. I don't know if you guys, the Oh Snap. Pickles have always been a great thing, but like, how do you pack pickles for a picky eater? I was like, I don't know if he'll like this bag. I don't know if the bag is a no-go. But he loved the bag of pickles, and he would take a bite of burger to get a pickle, and he even asked for a straw so he could suck up the pickle juice. It was so funny. He was like, but he loved it. And then that stupid white pumpkin, if you saw my stories, like, I got that last year during fall season when the big bag of styrofoam pumpkins, like not big, but you know, mixed styrofoam pumpkins were in there, and now he's obsessed with it, and I have to make sure that I pack it in his backpack, which is, I almost left it at therapy, and then when I was driving, I had to find it in the backpack while driving. A little autism rage back there for the white styrofoam pumpkin. And then they just wanted so much food, and I wanted to rest. I had already made zucchini and banana bread, and then I made dinner. I made breakfast for dinner, and then after that, the kids wanted pizza an hour later, so I heated up pizza, and then after that, an hour later, they wanted corn on the cob, so I didn't have any more leftover corn on the cob, so I had to boil more corn on the cob, which isn't a lot, but like when you're hurting and you want to sit down, and like it was every 2 seconds needing something to do. Cutler was being so naughty. It was just a long day. So then I just went outside because they wouldn't stop asking me for things, and Troy's just chilling. He's just chilling on the couch. How would that be? be nice? Mom, 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 mom. I was like, I got them the corn, and then I left. I just left and went and laid on the concrete and put one of my feet up, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. I'm not moving. I refuse. Sometimes you just need to check out and remove yourself from the situation, because they won't ask Troy for nothing. They won't ask him for nothing. And so he just gets to rest. And I'm over here like, I need to rest. Like, my foot is a 10 out of 10 in pain. Like, I need to rest. I have to rest. I have to sit down. Nope. I have to remove myself from the equation so that you guys will ask your dad if you need anything. Oh, this book's going to help us upside down. Okay. An exercise in confidence. When you're trying to be humble, it's easy to forget how extraordinary you are. Make a list of your best qualities. When you're trying to be humble, it's easy to forget how extraordinary you are. Make a list of your best qualities. Feel free to be generous with your praise. Brag. You don't always have to be humble. Remind yourself of your abilities and positive traits is an act of empowerment, not arrogance. Then turn your list into a series of affirmations by adding I am before each one. I am incredibly generous. I am beautiful. I am a great parent. I am a loyal friend. Say your affirmations out loud to yourself. Take it one step further and record yourself speaking these affirmations whenever you need to listen to the voice recording to remind yourself of your own brilliance. So I do love that. I think that nowadays it's really hard to brag about yourself or the stuff you're doing, like, or even like the dinner you make. Like, people will be like, nobody wants to see your Thanksgiving dinner plates, or nobody wants to see what you cooked for dinner, or nobody wants to hear about your accomplishments. Like, it's like we're being proud, right? Which then gives this narrative that like you can't do those things, and if you do those things that you're being arrogant and prideful. But then we all in this society have issues with our confidence, and I wonder why, because we're not allowed to be proud. We're not allowed to share our accomplishments, because then we're being arrogant. So I think a couple times in the last month or two, I put, I'm proud of me, and I'll put like what I accomplished for the day. If you cook a bomb meal and you want to post a picture of your plate of food, like, post a picture of your plate of food. Be confident. If you want to shout yourself out for all the things you accomplished throughout your day, shout yourself out. If you completed something, if you paid off a debt, if you paid off your house, if you, like, these are all things that people are like, no, you can't. Those aren't your people then. Those people are not nice people. You can post whatever you want. You can shout yourself out. Those are ways of affirmations, and those can help you in becoming more confident. If you hide the things that you're accomplishing, and you feel like you can't share those things, and you're not able to speak those things out loud, it really doesn't help our confidence at all. This is probably why our yellow chakra is like the worst. So, we need to share more and be proud of yourself more and be confident. When we find ourselves having those moments, like Cutler, he was not listening at all. I mean, he's 6, and we do think he's a little ADHD, and that is fine. I'm not medicating him. I will find holistic ways, and I will help him cope as best I can while I can. And he got in trouble so many times yesterday, and then, like, when I came downstairs after he got sent to his room, he was saying how stupid his brain is, and that he's just a bad kid. And we don't tell him he's stupid, and we don't say he's a bad kid, okay? That's a narrative in him. So I have to change that narrative. So then I made him say, I'm smart 3 times. And then I made him say, I am a good kid 3 times. And is he bawling? Yes, he's bawling. And then I gave him hugs and loves. And I told him that I wasn't mad at him or whatever. But like the reassurance and the affirmations can play a really good role in your children's lives. Like, because we are our worst critic, and if we had had a parent or somebody teaching us how to do those affirmations, maybe we wouldn't be so hard on ourselves today. Maybe that inner voice that's always a critic, it usually is somebody else's that said those things to us. Like, we haven't told him he's a bad kid and that he's not smart. That's something he's saying to himself. But I can make that voice become a positive voice. And hopefully, when he's older, instead of a voice telling him those things, his voice will be like, no, I am good enough. I am doing amazing. Why am I fretting about this? I'm a dang good man. I am a good husband. I'm a good father. I am doing good. I don't know what was in my head. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe we can change that narrative for our children instead of having that voice of negativity. I don't know. We'll see, because I'm definitely fighting for positive affirmations in this house. Yeah. Love that. I don't think I did post a couple things about Sunday. Sunday we are doing the sound bath ritual that will have a candle ritual. You'll be able to put your name or multiple names, your children's names, your aunt, your uncle's names, somebody who's really sick, somebody who's really fighting mental illness. Maybe you're that person. Come participate. Lay down in the sound bath, receive the Reiki energy healing, as well as the bowls healing, as well as the candle ritual. If you can't make it, you can put your name down in the comments of that video or a post that I'll make later, like maybe Friday, to put your name. Hello, how are you? Okay. Beautiful. So confidence, shout yourself out. I don't really see, I can't see who all is watching, but I did say that if you wanted a couple cards, I'm not somebody who really does questions. I find that when I work with my spirit guides, that if I pigeonhole them with your question, they'll just refuse to answer the question or make it so confusing or vague or a roundabout way that we're just going in circles. So I don't like to do questions, but I'm just going to pull, like, in general, like, what is it that you need to know right now? What is coming up or whatnot? But if you would like that, I will write your name down and I will pull you a couple cards for some spiritual advice for the month is the only thing I've set for the intention. If you would like, just let me know in the comments because I can't really see who's watching. I'm gonna eat another piece of jerky and cheese. Did you know cheese is an inflammatory food? Not good. Woosah. That means I'm not going to see Crystal till Sunday, which is crazy. We have our first soccer practice tomorrow. I think he gets gets his jersey and he gets to meet his teammates. I tried to play soccer with him yesterday. He's going to need a coach. He just does not listen to me. Spend time in solitude. Hello, people. Would you like a card pull for the month? Would you like some spiritual advice for the month? For free. For free. People are going to be so upset that they missed it. This is why you gotta watch. You gotta watch for my lives. I'm working it. Let me see if I can get on Facebook and see if there's any comments that I missed. Nope, no comments. And I don't even see anybody on here. Y'all, what is it? It's a Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So Wednesday, not good. Not a good day for a live card pull. Maybe I'll post a I don't really want to do that though, because then I'm doing it all day. If I post, because then I have to stop what I'm doing, clear my energy, channel, and then go about my day and keep doing that. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just pull a collective message since nobody's on. Is this week gonna be better? Okay, what will help us? What will help us then? Fine. This is rude. This is rude. This is a rude message. Shut up. If you guys have been over to my house, you know the wasps have been insane. Says it's gonna sting. Oh, but we do have the dove, which is Heavenly Mother. We did see a bunny on the way to school today. Cutler did. Which the dove and the rabbit. It's very Heavenly Mother. It's very goddess energy. It's very much loving, caring, compassionate energy, which is definitely what we need because it says this week's gonna sting. And this week does kind of sting. It does kind of sting. It's Wednesday, and I feel like I've already done a week's worth of work. Like, not just in, like, career, but in family, in my body. Like, I'm tired already. I'm tired. It's talking about how we feel like we're falling, feeling unsupported, especially with like either the people in your household, the people at your job, your friend groups. You're just feeling disconnected. And it's Spirit's asking you to look beyond this disconnection. Like, what is this emptiness? What What is this pause in relationship? What is this unsupported feeling teaching you? Is there some seeds we can plant? Is there some clarity on who really truly loves us and supports us? What is this? So maybe sitting in solitude with our emotions and taking a moment to understand what's actually going on. Like maybe if we look at the perspective of what's going on in like a higher perspective, look at it more from Heavenly Mother or from a goddess energy or from a mother energy. Like maybe there's a reason that other people are disconnecting. Is it they have a lot going on, or is it you have a lot going on and maybe they can't handle that energy? Or are you upgrading your energy? Or like there's a reason for the empty feeling. Can I tell you what it is? No, I can't. Because it's probably different for each one of us. It's a lesson, is what I heard. It's a lesson. I don't like lessons. I feel like I'm transformed enough. But no. No. So that's your spiritual message. Very interesting. I feel like I saw the number 64. I want to say I saw the number 64 on a post today. I'm going to go look that up because this is what I'm saying about pay attention to spiritual signs. No, go back into that. Shut up. I did see 64. If you guys know Brianna, she'll get on and pull people cards sometimes. She got on my live yesterday, and she said she ran a 5K, which kudos to her. Kudos to her. Her number was 64. And this wasp number is 64. So again, validating that this isn't just by coincidence. Things aren't just by coincidence. I didn't get lost yesterday by coincidence. Spirit was leading me that way, confusing my brain so that I would get lost, so that I would find a better way. What are you praying for? You're praying for more time, more peace, or whatnot, you know what I mean? And that changes the whole game in me going and getting Connor and not having to go through town and still not having to go on the freeway. It saved me time. It saved me anxiety. It was amazing. At the moment, not that great. It stung a little bit. I was a little nervous. I was like, great, Troy's gonna be pissed. I got lost on the first time taking Connor to therapy. Nope. I just made my life easier. So it's going to sting a little bit, but then that loving energy, that compassionate energy will come in and help us understand why it stung a little bit, why it gave us a little bit of chaos, you know what I mean? Okay. We do have a live crystal sale on Friday. Boop, boop. That's where I'm at. The crystal table is in front of us. I will post some sneak peeks in the VIP Ray of Hope Reiki and More on Facebook, because if you're a VIPer, you should get some sneak peeks, right? That's what I made the group for. Yeah. I hope you guys have a really good day. I'm gonna go finish my nuts, jerky, and cheese because I'm trying to eat healthier, even though the cheese is an inflammatory one, and the nuts are kind of an inflammatory one too. It's still healthier than a cheeseburger or something disgusting that I have been eating. I need to treat my body kind. You need to treat your body kind. You need to eat better. You need to drink your water. You need to take your vitamins. How many times? So when the flu comes out in your area, or there's bronchitis and pneumonia like crazy and antibiotics aren't working, you're going to wish that you had listened and started to get your body back on track. Okay, I love let's see. You guys must be Instagram because it's difficult. And you guys must be Facebook because you're my besties.